Hey cutie! Hey guys, woo! Welcome to the video! Okay, oh my god. My hair was cute. Did that ruin my lashes? No, we're good. Oh my god, my makeup's creasing. Bye. Okay, we don't know what this hair is, but whatever. I feel like a witch today. I feel like witchy vibes. So today I'm going to be doing my personal top 10 movies to watch on Halloween. They're not necessarily Halloween movies. Some are. They're just ones that like will get you in the Halloween vibe. Some are like more like tame. Some are horror. Some are more thriller. There's like lots of different styles that I put on this list. Now, oh my god, my literal hair is like I actually have like a rat in here. He's like living in there. His name's Mortimer. Not to be confused with Mickey Mouse. It's not Mickey Mouse. I think Mortimer is Mickey Mouse's original name. Anyways, this is not a Mickey Mouse video. So I don't know. I didn't really like feel like doing any taste test Halloween. I feel like that's really repetitive. I do that every year. I've done like drunk get ready with me's before and people love them then. But if I did one now, people are like really like wah when I drink now. So I thought I would switch it up and do like a horror movie type video because I always talk about horror movies. I love horror movies. So I don't know if you guys like this. Maybe I could do like not just Halloween vibe, but maybe I could do my top 10 favorite psychological thrillers or like funny thrillers, funny horror movies. There's a whole host of different things. But yeah, let me know if you guys like this and want me to make this like a series type thing. But these are just my opinions. I know everyone has different opinions with horror movies. And also like if I leave any out or if you guys have any recommendations for Halloween, please leave them in the comments down below, but let's get started. So just remember that these are just my personal opinions and something that might be scary to me or a good movie to me or a recommendation from me, maybe not for you, vice versa. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get the basic one that everyone says and thinks about right off the bat, and these are in no particular order. These aren't in like a 1 to 10. These are just 10 horror movies that I recommend to watch either Halloween night or Halloween weekend. The Halloween series. Now there are so many different movies in the Halloween franchise, but my favorite one, honestly low-key, I don't really like them that much. I know like me being a horror fan, but like I just feel like they're so repetitive. There's so many of them, but the one that I love the best is the 2007 one. It's Rob Zombie's rendition of the Halloween franchise, and I love Rob Zombie, and Sherry Moon Zombie's in it. I love her. She's queen. To me, that's the best and will always be the best Halloween. This isn't like your typical Halloween where it's like dun-dun, 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 and then like Michael Myers pops up and like stabs somebody in the forest or something like that. You know what I mean? This one is more of a take on Michael as a child and like how his life was. I'm not gonna spoil any movies at all. I'm just gonna like kind of give you a little bit of a rundown so in case you haven't seen that. But it showcases his life as a child and what he went through and his like upbringing, his teen years, how he became like who he is. And I feel like it is a very interesting take on the Halloween. It's not just like, oh, here's, because everyone knows like Michael Myers, but like this showcases to him like why he became this way. And also Danny Trejo is in the movie, honorable mention and shout out. I love him in horror movies. That is just to me the best Halloween. Okay, so if you want to be creeped out, if you want to have like an unsettling vibe, if you want to be scared, I would say Funny Games. This one is one that's not really talked about enough, but if we're talking horror, this one is very like creepy. I don't want to give too much away. I don't want to give, this is the only one I'm not really going to go into because like I don't want to spoil it, but basically there's people going door to door and things become funny games. Very bad explanation. But this is one that I recommend to people that are like, oh, what's a good horror movie that I can be like scared or like creeped out. It's very psychological thriller and it's got all the twists and turns that you need. Okay, let's do a Halloween classic, Trick or Treat. This is one that I'll watch like literally in June. I love this. This is basically a couple tales intertwined. It's very like campy, cutesy. It's funny in ways, comical in ways. It's just like, it's not something that you're gonna be like, ah, like if you're like somebody that doesn't like horror movies but still wants to get in like the Halloween spirit, I would say that one is like a very, very safe bet in my opinion. It's very like childlike-esque. It's a good movie. And then a lot of people like know this character right here. That's the character from Trick or Treat. If you didn't know that, now you do. It's just something fun to throw on, maybe if you're handing out candy, maybe if there's a party going on that you have that you're celebrating with. Trick or Treat's a good one just to throw on, or if you're just maybe not in the Halloween spirit and just want to like put on a movie, that's the one I recommend. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to like just like horror movies that I recommend for Halloween weekend. So they're not associated with Halloween. So I'm gonna go hot take and say Barbarian. This is a newer film. This is basically two people that simultaneously book an Airbnb, I was gonna say Uber, an Airbnb on different websites, and some things go wrong, let's just say. In the Airbnb, surrounding the Airbnb, it's one of those movies where it's like you don't really know what's going on, or like you don't, I glitched. I just want to thank Beyonce before proceeding. Like you don't know what's coming next. It's like unseemingly, you know, it's like that unsettling vibe. You're like, what's happening next? Is this guy, is this the bad guy? Is this person the bad guy? What is happening? What's that? What is going on? And then it like takes a different turn in the middle of the movie and you're like, what? Like what is going on? It's creepy. Also, Justin Long is in it. Horror movie icon in my opinion. I love Justin Long. It's like a true horror movie, I would say. It's got everything in it. One of my favorite horror movies, Us. This one has some comedic relief as well. I think the dad is hilarious. There is like quite a bit of funny parts in it, and to say what it's about, a lot of people have different interpretations of what the movie is about, but basically it's about a family that's going on vacation, and then the mother has a very troubled past. You will find out all about it in the movie if you watch it or if you haven't already. To the beach in particular that they're going to, so she's like on edge. It's very just like what's going on, what happened in there, like you're like what happened, and then basically you don't know who is who throughout the rest of the movie. And if you're like, what do you mean? Watch it. If you're interested, if that intrigues you, I would say watch it. It literally keeps you like second guessing, like what's going on? Who is that? Is this person? Wasn't she her? Like what is this? I don't even know. It is a great psychological thriller, and I love to watch it with people that have never seen it and say like, what do you think the movie meant? And I would love to know what you guys think Us is about as well, because I saw it with my family and we all had different like theories or ideologies about what the movie was about. When I say that, it's not some like scholar type movie or anything like that. It's really good, even if you don't like think deep into it. This is in my personal top 10 favorite horror movies of all time, but it's The Taking of Deborah Logan. It's a little bit, I want to say older movie, but that makes me just sound old, but it's a little older. I forget what year it is. I would say maybe around 2014-ish. The Taking of Deborah Logan. It is 2014. Shut up. I swear, like I didn't even know that. I just guessed. Oh my god, I love this movie, and a lot of people don't know about it. It is more of like a vlog style, still like cinematic. It's not like through a vlog lens, but it's like vlog style. It is very, very different than the other ones I just mentioned. It's a different horror movie altogether. It doesn't really seem like it's going to be a horror movie. It seems like it's like a documentary. A student who is doing a research theory or whatever on Alzheimer's disease, and she wants to find a subject who is willing to talk about Alzheimer's and then compensate them and then just like document their Alzheimer's. And yeah, so there's this like sweet lady, Deborah Logan, the title of the name, and basically the camera crew and the student follow her and stay in her house and document her and ask her about her struggles. And it is just, in my opinion, very well done. It gives you everything. It gives you pop outs. It gives you that creepy, eerie vibe. It's like ghosty kind of. It's a definite watch, especially if you love horror movies. Please don't sleep on it. Okay, we're gonna go back around to like kind of Halloween-y things. Scary stories to tell in the dark. This is something that is an easy throw on watch movie. This isn't like something that's terrifying. It is like creepy, but it's not like you're gonna be scared, like you're gonna like something's gonna like jump out and scare you. It's basically like a couple different tales or scary stories that you would tell in the dark. So like it's a group of teenagers that all have like different little stories that happen to them, but it's all intertwined. So there's like different like, I don't want to give it away, but there's like different monsters that are like affecting one of the kids and like a different thing. Kind of like It, if you've seen It, how Pennywise like gives them their like fear, and it kind of shows their little like tales in their own, kind of like that. But it's a rendition on the books, of course, if you haven't read the books. But it's a great watch. I watch it hungover all the time. There's also funny parts in it as well. I think the one teen, I don't even know his name, he's so funny. And the pimple part of the movie, if you know, you know, I'm not gonna spoil it. Still, I think about, like, it's just like, it just has everything you want. That one is like a good one, I would say, for everyone. Of course, course, like if you're like 6 years old or something like that, obviously go to the ratings, ask your parents and all that jazz, but highly recommend Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Just for like another one, like if you're handing out candy, throw that on, because you don't need to be like glued to it. Where is my toe? Ah! Cinematically wonderful. Okay, this one, a lot of people might not agree with me. I know they won't, but I'm gonna say Longlegs. This is a newer one. I think this is the newest one that I have on this list that came out. No, I think there's a newer one on here that I'm gonna mention next. But anyway, a lot of people were hit and miss with this one. Pretty much everyone I talked to hated it. I think I've talked to like 2 people who have liked it. So it's a very like, you might like it, you might not. It is slower pace. Nicolas Cage plays an entirely different role than he usually does. This is like an FBI agent, and she is working like a cold case serial killer file, stumbles upon a serial case file at that, and she has to solve it, and it is just unsettling to me. It was creepy to me. It was scary to me. That is my kind of horror. That's like I was like at one point like this, like not like like screaming, but like, oh my goodness, like the screaming, the like, oh sorry, just like the face, the way Nicolas Cage plays the role of this creepy character. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10, but like 8.5 out of 10 for me. Like maybe even higher. Okay, so Oddity. Oddity is a newer one as well, and this one I watched in bed with all the lights off with Austin, and Austin had to go turn on the hallway light. This one is a true horror movie. You want to be scared? Put on Oddity. You want a horror movie this Halloween or on Halloween? Put on Oddity. Pay attention, watch it. Don't be on your phone, watch it. Turn off the lights, put on a candle or something. You'll be scared. If you want to get scared, watch this. It's dark. There's twists, there's turns, there's that like eerie, edgy feeling, there's pop-outs, there's gore, there's shock, there's questioning. Basically, there's a blind medium who connects haunted, I would say, objects to those who have passed on, and uses those in the movie Oddity. And I don't want to give too much away. Like, I'm really like giving you guys just like a basic plot for each of these just to see if you guys would be interested in it. But oh my god, like just like locked in, because it's so like you don't want to take your eyes off of it. Basically, it's thrilling, it has a good ending, it has a great storyline. That thing in that box is like still like I still think of. And I didn't have a nightmare about it. I actually had like a happy dream. I was like dancing around with it. I'm weird and I'm crazy, but like but Austin had to turn on the lights, and he was like, can we pause it? I need to go for a smoke. And I'm like, oh my god. So like, and I've heard other people like and I have like all this like horror community type things that I'm in, like on Facebook and stuff like that. I'm in like group chats with horror movie things. But Oddity has been like across the board. People say like it's a great movie. It is one of the best movies of 2024 in my opinion for horror. Like, I would seriously suggest this one. If you want to be scared, watch it. And I hope this last one isn't played out for you guys. It's never gonna be played out for me. I saved the best for last, and that is The Conjuring. If you've seen it, you already know. Now there's a whole like series, or not series, there's a whole like there's a whole bunch of The Conjuring, Conjuring 2, Conjuring 3, there's a whole bunch of Conjuring, but my favorite one is the 2013 Conjuring. The scene of the wardrobe, if you know, you know, still gets me every time. It's that like silent pop-out type scary. The music is like piercing and it makes you have goosebumps. It is, I'm gonna go watch it right now. It's got ghosts, it's got suspense, it has Joey King, I think, is in it too, which is crazy because she's a little kid at the time. So basically the movie, if you don't know, it's basically a big family who are struggling with money, and they just move into a new house and they have a lot of kids. They are having like just weird experiences happening in the house. So at their last straw, they call in Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are real people, who were real people. Rest in peace, Ed and Lorraine. In real life, in this case, is loosely based on a true story. So that also gets me. Like, at the end of the movie, you can see like pictures of like the actual house and the actual family and stuff like that. So that's interesting as well. I mean, all the Conjurings in my opinion are good except the last Conjuring I didn't really like, but the original one is one that will get you every time. So that was my list for you guys to watch for Halloween, Halloweekend. It doesn't have to be this year, it could be next year, or it could just be like if you're watching this in February. I don't know, watch some horror movies. I love you guys so much, and please leave your recommendations down below if I missed any that you're like, this is one one that you have to watch, please leave it down below. Have a conversation, and I love you guys, and have a spooky time. Happy Halloween. Be safe. I hope you get all the treats and no tricks, and I love you guys so much. Bye!